More than 35% of Americans over 65 now live alone. That number has been climbing every single year for the past 2 decades, and by 2030, it will cross 40%. Yet walk into any retirement planning conversation, read any retirement book, watch any retirement YouTube video, and almost all of it is built around the assumption that you're part of a couple. If you're single, whether you never married, you're divorced, or you've lost a spouse, retirement planning looks fundamentally different for you. The financial math is different. The decisions are different. The risks are different. And honestly, some things are actually easier. Today, I'm talking about what nobody tells you about retiring alone in 2026. The real numbers, the real trade-offs, the planning approach that actually works when you're doing this solo. Let's start with the financial reality. Single retirement costs less than couples retirement. A lot less. But it costs more than you might think. For a modest but comfortable single retirement in 2026, expect to spend between $3,500 and $5,000 per month, depending on location. That's $42,000 to $60,000 per year. A couple living the same lifestyle would spend $5,500 to $7,000 per month, so you are saving meaningful money as a solo retiree, but not as much as half, because many costs don't scale down proportionally. Housing is the big one. A 1-bedroom apartment or small home still costs most of what a 2-bedroom costs. Utilities, property taxes, and insurance don't cut in half because you're one person. Your monthly housing cost as a single retiree runs roughly 70 to 80% of what a couple would pay, not 50%. Food and groceries are where you actually save. Cooking for one, smaller portions, fewer restaurant splits, expect to spend $300 to $500 per month on groceries, down from $600 to $900 for a couple. Healthcare is the cost category where being single is most financially painful. In 2026, Medicare Part B is $202.90 per month, per person. There's no couples discount. A Medigap policy runs another $150 to $300 per month. A Part D prescription drug plan runs around $35. All in, a single Medicare enrollee spends roughly $400 to $600 per month on healthcare, basically the same amount each partner in a couple spends. You're paying full freight with no shared costs. Now let's talk about Social Security, which is actually simpler for singles. Here's something most people don't realize. The claiming strategy for single retirees is cleaner and often higher value than for couples. You don't have to coordinate with a spouse. You don't have to think about survivor benefits for someone else. You just look at your own numbers and your own life expectancy and decide. For most single retirees in reasonable health, the same math applies as for couples. Delaying to 70 typically maximizes lifetime benefits. The break-even age is in the early 80s, and average life expectancy at 62 is well past that. The 2026 average Social Security benefit is $2,071 per month at full retirement age. For a single retiree, that's your only Social Security income. No spousal benefit, no ability to claim on anyone else's record, unless you were previously married for at least 10 years and haven't remarried before age 60. Here's something important for divorced single retirees. If you were married for at least 10 years, you can potentially claim Social Security based on your ex-spouse's earnings record, getting up to 50% of their full retirement age benefit, without affecting their benefit at all. You don't even need to tell them. Many divorced single retirees miss this entirely because they don't know it exists. Similarly, widowed retirees can claim survivor benefits based on their deceased spouse's record as early as age 60. Understanding which benefit to claim when, your own versus your ex's versus your deceased spouse's, is a major planning opportunity. Now let's tackle the single biggest concern of single retirees: long-term care. This is the scary conversation nobody wants to have, but if you're retiring alone, you have to have it. When a couple needs long-term care, the healthy spouse typically provides most of the early-stage care: meals, medications, household help, companionship. This delays the need for professional care and reduces the cost dramatically. Single retirees don't have that safety net. In 2026, assisted living averages $5,000 to $7,000 per month nationwide. Memory care runs $7,000 to $9,000. Nursing home care averages $8,000 to $11,000 per month for a private room. Over a 3-year stay, which is the average length of care for those who need it, that's $180,000 to nearly $400,000 out of pocket. Medicare does not cover long-term custodial care. Medicaid does, but only after you've spent down your assets to a very low threshold. Single retirees have 3 practical long-term care options. Option 1. Self-insure by keeping $400,000 to $500,000 in assets specifically earmarked for potential care. Option 2. Purchase long-term care insurance in your 50s or early 60s when premiums are still reasonable. Option 3. Plan for Medicaid from the start, using legal asset protection strategies that must be put in place well in advance. There's no universally right answer, but there is no option to ignore the question. Now, let's talk about something that matters more for single retirees than any other group: your support network. When you retire alone, you need 3 kinds of support that couples often get automatically from each other. First, social support. People to talk to, spend time with, and share life's ordinary moments. Second, practical support. Someone to drive you home from surgery, someone to notice if you don't show up for 3 days, someone to feed your cat when you're hospitalized. Third, emergency support. Someone with medical and legal authority to make decisions if you can't. Build this network now, before you need it. Get a healthcare power of attorney appointed. Someone you trust deeply who can make medical decisions if you're incapacitated. Establish a durable power of attorney for finances. Write a will. If you don't have close family, identify trusted friends and have the uncomfortable conversation about what you'd want. Join communities, senior centers, religious communities, hobby groups, co-housing arrangements, regular coffee groups. The social infrastructure you build in your 60s is the emotional and practical infrastructure you'll rely on in your 80s. Let me close with the 3 biggest mistakes single retirees consistently make. Mistake 1. Underestimating healthcare costs. Because there's no shared spousal coverage, single retirees pay full premium costs alone. Budget accordingly. Mistake 2. Ignoring long-term care planning. No spouse means no built-in caregiver. This planning must happen before you need care, not after. Mistake 3. Neglecting the social and practical support network. Retiring alone without building a deliberate community around you is the path to isolation, which is itself a significant health risk. Loneliness research shows it's as bad for your health as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. Don't let it happen to you. So here's your action plan as a single retiree. Step 1. Appoint your healthcare power of attorney and your financial power of attorney this month. Not next year. This month. These are the 2 most important documents for anyone retiring alone, and without them, a hospital may not let anyone speak for you. Step 2. Calculate your long-term care number. Multiply $6,000 per month by 36 months. That's roughly $216,000 as a rough self-insurance target. Decide whether you're self-insuring, buying long-term care insurance, or planning for Medicaid. Make the decision before you need the care. Step 3. Build your support network deliberately. Identify 3 people you'd call if you needed help tomorrow, for a ride, a meal, or a medical decision. If you can't name 3, start building now. Step 4. Log into my Social Security and check your claiming options at 62, 67, and 70. If you were ever married for 10 or more years, also pull your ex-spouse's earnings record. You may be entitled to benefits you didn't know existed. Step 5. Join one community this month. Senior Center, Faith Community, Hobby Group, Co-housing Preview. Just one. The social infrastructure you build in your 60s is the support network you'll need in your 80s. Retiring alone isn't harder than retiring as a couple. It's just different. The decisions are actually simpler. Just yours, nobody else's. The costs are lower in some areas and higher in others. And the opportunities for freedom, autonomy, and self-directed living are genuinely greater. The key is planning honestly for your specific situation instead of pretending the couple's focused advice applies to you. It doesn't. You need your own plan. Build it. In our next video, we're tackling the retirement withdrawal strategy that saves retirees over $100,000 in taxes, and most people have never heard of it. Subscribe now so you don't miss that. And if you're retiring alone, drop a comment. Tell us what your biggest concern is. Your question might help hundreds of other solo retirees feeling exactly the same thing. We'll see you in the next one.